Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the first episode of URU. This is the sequel, to Myst 4 Revelation, but my understanding is that this is going to be a little bit of a different experience. We're not going to be playing as the stranger, and I really don't know anything about the setting at all. Here's our character that we've created. It's about as close to me as I could get him to look. Let's go. Now I need to work out if the game audio is actually being captured by now. Yes, actually it's being captured twice, so you might have a little echo.
Yeesha,
Ooh.
Last night your mother had a dream. The dream tells that the ancient Dunny city will grow again someday. New seekers of Dunny will flow in from the desert, feeling called to something they do not understand. But the dream also tells of a desert bird with the power to weave this new Dunny's future. We fear such power. It changes people. Yeesha, our desert bird, your search seems to take you further and further from us. I hope what you find will bring you closer.
A desert bird. How curious. Okay, welcome to URU. You've got two different mouse presets, normal and novice. So we've got... Okay, walk is hold down. Run? Oh, shoot. I need 3 mouse buttons? Okay. Maybe. Walk backwards. Select, look around, and then we're on... No, we can walk and walk backwards on the arrows. That's fine. And jump is on spacebar. Switch view F1. Shift is run. Standard. Fine. And then look around is right click. Okay. Let's just go with that. Oh, hey! I'm in the middle of a desert. Oh. Here we go. Ah. Here we go. It's 3D Myst! Private property. No trespassing. Okay. Well, I guess we go to that mountain in the distance. The New Mexico desert. Okay. I see what people sort of mean about the controls. It's unusual, but we can get used to that. And then F1 moves us back out into third-person mode, which gives us a higher view. But you can't turn around quite so easily. Here we go. Someone just chilling. Oh no, that's turn. Okay, hang on.
Hey.
Hello.
So, I'm Zandy. I probably know more about why you're here than you do. Don't worry about it. You felt drawn here, just like the others. I'm not really here to give you answers, just to give you help and get you started. She's left a message for you in the Cleft. Listen to it well. Follow her. Find the journals. And then enter the tree. Oh, and check with me if you need help.
Okay. She's got a message for us in the cliff. Fine. Let's continue walking, I guess. So, what did Cyrus mean when he said that Achenar had been crushed twice in one day? So hang on, let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that echo for you guys. That's a good question. Okay, no, we can't move that. Oh, you can kind of... Oh, so you can sort of point and click. I see now what it was sort of meaning. Where it said, oh yeah, no, you can just hold down the mouse button to continue clicking. Oh, we've got a ladder over there. Excellent. Let's check that out. You assumed he meant he was crushed metaphorically in defeat. Perhaps. I don't know. I didn't really think about it too hard, to be honest. Can we jump that? Oh! Oh, no guardrails. You can just fall. I kind of wasn't expecting that, because in no Myst game previously have you ever been able to fall off anything. that's a real paradigm shift, that is. Okay, what is this? Okay, doesn't really do very much of anything. We can jump though, right? Oh, wow. Right. So we need to actually get comfortable with platforming it up a little bit. Can we make that jump? Oh, well, we're on the other side of where we were trying to jump before anyway. So, how big a gap can I fall through? That's fine. Can I make that jump? So, I'm going to run. Oh, yeah, no. You have a super floaty jump. That's reasonably forgiving. Okay. What have we got here? Does nothing. So we're not playing the stranger in this game. Although the implication would be that this game is set still after the events of Myst 4. Because Atrus is talking to Yeesha, right? So, okay, so we can't enter here, I don't think. It's interesting. The third-person camera it's kind of semi-fixed. That's interesting. Yeah, so the implication would be that Yeesha's a bit older now, I guess. Oh, no! Ah. But we were just down here. Can I climb these like a ladder? You can. Excellent. Okay. Well, that's definitely something. And we have a note. Our dearest Yeesha, last night your mother had a dream. We know that some futures are not cast by writer or maker, but the dream tells that Dani will grow again someday. New seekers of Dani will flow in from the desert feeling called to something they do not understand. But the dream also tells of a desert bird with the power to weave this new Dani's future. We fear such power. It changes people. Yeesha, our desert bird, your search seems to take you further and further from us. I hope that what you find will bring you closer. Your father, Atrus. Oh, this is Yeesha, our desert bird, So Yeesha is the desert bird? I will use them me the least. Impossible. Here his something is mine. What I have learned must be returned? Your father, Atrus. Okay. That game volume is probably really far too quiet, so let's up game audio. Let me know how that is volume-wise. You should be able to hear the footsteps a little bit better. Okay, so that illuminated the thumb. I think as there's no guardrails, we should be able to get down here. It's a very shadowy spot, this one. Yeah, okay, we can get down here, we can get up here. I read the Book of Atrus not too long ago. How's this depiction of the Cleft compare to what I imagined? Yeah, sort of along the lines, to be honest. Maybe slightly larger. I kind of imagined it being more like a single opening in the rock with several rooms inside that opening, rather than there being several openings in one canyon. But aside from that, I mean, it's sort of vaguely what I would have sort of pictured. Ooh. Magic transforming symbols, eh? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Fine. Combination lock. It's definitely an interesting control scheme for sure. Right, we've got 3 of the symbols, and then the last symbol is hidden by this plank of wood. Ah, but we can see it round the corner there. Haha, nice. So we're looking for like the square with the cross, the bug on the bottom. So that one. Hang on, wait. Which one sort of looks like the bug? Yeah, tank controls. Oh no, uh-oh. Somehow I've moved out of first person mode. There we go. I mean, you know, I grew up playing the original Tomb Raider games, right? I'm no stranger to tank controls. So that sort of looks like looks like a couple of sort of half moons. In fact, right, let's so here's a thing that's just going to make things just a touch less convenient for us. For some reason, and I'm not 100% sure why, when I'm inside the game window, my function keys are disabled. So I need to deselect the area of the... I need to deselect the game window area before I can take screenshots. But yeah, okay. Those are those. Now let's do that so that we're not traipsing back and forth. You were wondering how I was finding the controls. They're a bit different from anything modern and quite different from other Myst games. But a small price to pay for being able to finally play Myst in glorious 3 dimensions. Yeah, it's that one, little squished bug. And then here, I think that, is that it? It's kind of hard to see. No, it's that one, isn't it? Boom. Huh. Right. Possibly needs power. Possibly needs power. Without the windmill going up the top, I don't think we have any power down here. Oh. Turns out we could have just moved it. It's a physics object. What? Okay, right. No, hang on. I have to take a moment now, right, to fully... I need to take a moment to, like, fully appreciate that, okay? Because your character can't really interact with the game world in any of these games, right? I was very much not expecting us to be able to move that plank. Can I you can literally walk into it and it will move. Okay, this is very much something that nowadays we would take for granted, but like, I mean, the first game that ever did that I remember is Metal Gear Solid 2, where they spent a ridiculous amount of time making a huge amount of the environment movable and interactable. But yeah, like, that is... I was not expecting part of the puzzle to literally just be, hey, move a bit of the... move a bit of the scenery? Fire, marble, soccer. And we're finally capable of jumping over small holes. That's true, yes. So this looks a bit like a kitchen. I tell you what, this game is very dark. Okay, no, can't do that, not without getting the windmill up and running. Ooh, there's a lever though. Is that the brake on the windmill? I think that's the brake on the windmill, you know? So I think we go back out now and see if that windmill now wants to run. Because the windmill is on this side. It is just about directly above us now. So yeah, that works. Now we also... Oh, do you know what? Have we been in that room yet? I don't know. So we also touched this one last week, but that didn't do anything. So I have a feeling there's probably 5, let's say, pieces of paper that have the hand symbol on them. Oh, this is a very, very small room. So no, this doesn't look like it's a thing. Oh no! Yes, unfortunately, with the ability to jump over small holes, we've also gained the ability to fall through small holes. So, you know, who's really winning, right? Who's really winning? I'll understand later, but the true gameplay in this game is pushing cones off edges. I don't get it, but okay. It got a laugh from the other people in the chat, so... I guess probably a good one. Nice to hear that the music is still on point, of course. Incidentally, let me know about that game volume, if it's a little bit too quiet. On my levels, it's coming through as possibly a little bit quiet. URU's actually the only one I couldn't get far into back in the day. Don't have things memorised. Volume's fine, you think, after hearing the water. Oh, excellent. Great. Lots of URU live history. Okay. Shall we see what the chap in the caravan has to say about us getting that up and running? Incidentally, I believe I called this a mesa before, but it's actually supposed to be a volcano. Just a really diddy one. I don't think I've ever seen a volcano that was like that small. But maybe that's just me and my lack of experience with tiny volcanoes.
Listen, you're still missing the message she's left in the imager. Make sure you see that before you enter the tree.
Great. Oh man, this guy's like Na'vi. It's like, first do this, then go in the tree.
Listen, you're still missing the message she's left in the...
This guy might be like the most helpful NPC in any Myst game ever. Possibly the most helpful and to the point instruction since Bring Me the Red Pages. Like... His name is Zandy. Oh, okay. Na'vi, yeah. So we've not been... Right, that's the room... Ah, we're going to unlock a shortcut now. We're going to unlock a shortcut. This looks really cool. Now the whole Myst series is going into my backlog. Yes! Excellent. I shall inform Rand immediately. Personally responsible for one sale of a 25-year-old game. Yes, excellent. Sponsorship when, Rand? Oh, he did tell us his name. Okay, fair enough. It's Everett Topanga. For some reason, you're awake. The sky's awake, so you're awake, Everett. So it's time to play. There we go. First shortcut unlocked. And let's go and see the message we've been left. Here we go. Oh, okay.
They won't understand. Once again, the stream in the cleft has begun to flow. It was dry for so long. The water is flowing in from the desert. The storm is coming. Have you heard of the city? The deep city, the ancient URU? Where there was power to right worlds. For thousands of years, the city lived beneath the surface. Keeper of the secret. Keeper of the power. Keeper of the ages. Always keeping. The city grew proud, and then it died. The water flows where it wills. It seeks its own path uncontrolled, except that it flows downward, always downward. Denis, the city of ages, of other worlds, died. But now it breathes again. It awaits. Some will seek that destination, but you should seek the journey. It's as a fine tapestry, complex beyond comprehension, but now torn. We will show you remnants, pieces of the tapestry, pieces of the journey. Find these remnants, these journeys. 7. 7 in each age. 7 here in the desert. Consider it a quest. No, a request. Worship. The water flows downward, and there it pools and collects, and finally, once again, it reaches the roots, and the tree begins to grow again. I am Yeesha. My parents brought me to this place. We will bring you.
Wow, okay. So, there's a lot to unpack there. Yeesha, obviously a lot older. Definitely kind of, I don't know, definitely getting like a bit of a weird spiritual vibe from her, right? Whereas Atrus was very much kind of like, you know, very sort of scientific mindset. Maybe she spent a little bit too much time with the monks on Serenia. She's got a desert bird on her t-shirt. Looks very similar though, actually, to the symbol for Ti'ana, which is interesting. Now we're in the Cleft, which is in New Mexico. Ti'ana's also in New Mexico. So, yeah, interesting. Right, okay. So we're going to go on a journey. We're going to go on a journey down to, I guess, Kavir, which would be awesome. All right. Oh, we've got another thing which was activated as well. Huh. Whatever it is, it's not quite working. Seven tapestries in each age, though. 7 tapestries in each age. Yeah, interesting, right. Yeah, unfortunately no subtitles. Yeah, totally agree. I find it really hard to process information which is only delivered to me hourly. I just find it, yeah, just a little bit... little standing jump there. Yeah, I just find it a little bit tricky to really process it all. So there's several ages, and there's 7 tapestries in each age, including the desert, which is where we are, presumably. So there's 7 of those swirly hand things. Now we need to hit up... I'm not sure what that's for. Well, I suppose it's for getting the water out when the Cleft floods. But that's not doing nothing. I mean, we can certainly leave the Cleft and try and explore a little bit more of the desert. Some will seek that destination, but you should seek the journey. We will show you. Actually, bring in the quote. Still shivers for me personally with that speech, but I think only OG players have that feeling. How does it feel to visit the Cleft? Very nostalgic in a way, you know. No, it's nice because obviously, yeah, this is a place that we have read about in the Book of Atrus. Now, I tell you what, if we are going into that tree, and that tree is going to be the path to Kavir, what we have got, thanks to our copy of the Book of Ti'ana, is we have a map, which may or may not become useful. I don't know. But here we go. Inside the Book of Ti'ana, you literally have a map. So there's the volcano there, right? And then we go down a big spiral, and then there's a bunch of stuff, and you go across here, and then this way, this way, this way, and then you end up, and that's the underground city of Kavir, right there. So handy, maybe, I don't know. We'll keep that close by. Maps are always useful if you can read them. I was just so pleased that my wife managed to find a second-hand copy of the Book of Ti'ana that still had the original map in it, and it's in such good condition as well. I think whoever had this book either never read it, or maybe read it once and then just put it on a shelf and never touched it again.
You're missing an easy journey right around here somewhere.
Missing an easy journey right around here somewhere. Very good. Right. That's 3 down, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, we light up the whole hand, and then we go into the tree. So that kind of confirms that those tapestries are not all inside the Cleft itself. So we'll probably go and have a wander up to the top of the volcano. But let's see.
The Riven remnants have a journey.
The river remnants have a journey.
The Riven remnants have a journey.
The river remnants, okay. It's good hinting. It's good hinting. But let's just take a little stroll around the desert here, because there's clearly more around this side. Now hang on, wait a minute. This is a tiny little piece of barbed wire. Huh. Maybe a little run up. No, very much an invisible wall there. Okay. We can't abuse our newfound power to that degree. Oh, he said Riven, did he? Oh, right, okay. What is this? Oh, hang on a minute. We know what this is. This is the thing. This is the thing that we looked through and we busted the, Well, this is probably what he means by the remains of the Riven journey. Riam Plus, first time chatter, welcome to the stream. You love those ruins. It's a nice touch, isn't it? So yeah, because obviously when we broke the glass at the end of Riven, this whole apparatus got sucked into the starry expanse, didn't it? So yeah, it's a nice touch. This music reminds you of a game, but you can't say which. Now what's this a skeleton of? Oh, whatever it is, it's got a tapestry on it. There we go. Into the jaws of the beast. I saw that beast before. It's too small to be a wark, I'd have thought. I don't know, maybe it's a wark. What's the big spiral on its end of its nose, though? That's not a wark. Wark looks more like a big fish. There's a lot of desert back here, isn't there? Oh, they are wark bones. Okay. Does this remind you of the Firewatch original soundtrack? Do you know what? That's a pretty good shout. I have a feeling this is the gate that we entered from. Have we done an entire loop yet now? I think that is the sign from where we entered, so we should see the caravan over that way. Here we go. I mean, like, this is Myst once again setting the, you know, being the trendsetter, right? Myst did walking simulators before walking simulators were cool. Look at all this rendering of the New Mexico desert. Before walking simulators were cool. Were walking simulators ever cool? Have they become cool yet? I don't know. There was definitely a bit of a phase where walking simulators were much maligned. I think people are mostly over
where
that
your
now.
journey began.
Oh, well, okay. Our journey began over here. Walking simulators are cool for people who like them. Yeah, they definitely went through a phase. I don't know. I find time really hard to kind of crystallize nowadays. Probably around about, I don't know, what were the ones that really kind of set the genre? Stanley Parable. I think one of the things that really hurt the walking simulator as a genre was that one of the very earliest ones was already a narrative deconstruction of the genre. Usually, you get a little bit of time for a genre to bed in, and then you find the narrative deconstructions start cropping up. But yeah, Stanley Parable was one of the really earliest ones, and it was effectively a parody of this genre. So I don't know. But yeah, I suppose you've got like Tamana, What Remains of Edith Finch, although that's more of a... Isn't that more of a puzzle game? I don't know. Dear Esther, yes, yeah, Dear Esther. That was one of the early ones, wasn't it? Yes, quite right. It used to be a sarcastic term that mocked those games, but yeah, well, I think it's a question of like, yeah, embracing the term, right? You just played through Hellblade 2, and if you're mean, it's also a walking simulator. Do you know what? I tried playing Hellblade on the VR. One of the things I absolutely loved, was when they released the VR version of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. If you already owned a copy of the game, you got the VR upgrade for free. I think that's amazing.
Check the bucket on the water lift in the Cleft.
Oh, well, we already checked that, didn't we? So these things are appearing as we find them, presumably. But that's okay. This guy's giving quite specific instructions on where to go. We've already lowered the bucket. But yeah, I never completed Hellblade. I always remember that Jim Sterling, if any of you guys have come across his YouTube videos, he gave Hellblade a really, really brutal review because he had some kind of game-breaking bug during his playthrough, and it was I don't know, maybe a little bit. Well, I mean, it's a subjective opinion based on your own experience playing the game, I suppose. But yeah, but Hellblade's a really good game. Yeah, I would rate that. Never beat it though. Never beat it. I am led to believe though that one of the things it does crop up occasionally in discussions about how honest you have to be, or how honest you're supposed to be with your players, right? Because kind of like the XCOM discussion about how the percentages to hit in XCOM are not actually the percentages to hit, right? Like, if something in XCOM, particularly XCOM 2, if XCOM 2 says you have a 95% chance to hit, you actually have more like a 99% chance to hit, right? Because, and if it says that you have a 5% chance to hit, it actually gives you more like a 20% chance to hit, because people are just really bad at, like, gut feeling working out statistics. And Senua's Sacrifice, the first game at least, sometimes does crop up in these conversations about how honest you're supposed to be with your players, because at the start of the game it talks about this corruption spreading up Senua, and whenever you die the corruption spreads, and if the corruption covers her whole body, your game is over forever, and you cannot beat the game anymore. Your save file is gone, right? And it kind of it breaks the fourth wall to explicitly tell you this, but what it's saying to you is not true. So it's kind of trying to raise the stakes of the game by telling you something that's factually incorrect in the meta-narrative of how the game is played, rather than the story inside the game itself. So I think that's really interesting. I think it's worth a discussion.
Sometimes you got to close one door to open another.
Ha ha ha! Classic Myst puzzle. Lovely. Let's close some doors. The journey cloth always trips me up, but this whole tutorial-esque area is really well designed. Xander gives a lot of hints too where they are. I think it's quite nicely designed. Yeah, I would agree. Where he is good, and his hints are nice. Yeah, I would recommend the first game. I just haven't beaten it. That's all. Like, sometimes you just don't beat the games. This was part of the motivation for me starting this this channel. To be fair, what, that feels like an Atrus quote. Sometimes you don't finish games. This is part of the motivation for me starting this channel, right, is to give me that kind of psychological encouragement to actually finish the games that I'm sitting down playing, because I noticed a lot that I was playing a lot of games, but just not really having the sticking power to actually complete them. And since I've started the YouTube channel, like, in the last year, I've sat down and played and completed, like, maybe, like, I don't know, 24 games, which is way more than I would usually do in that time frame. I'm getting way behind the chat now, actually. Let's have a quick look. So, just played how... Yes, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter was another one, absolutely. You think it was great that they lied to you with the rot in Hellblade. It made the fights more intense. Yeah, it's interesting, because it definitely changes the gameplay experience, doesn't it? A note about gameplay. Original players did the basic URU game, and then when Path of the Shell and 2 Denis came out, the player could see the additional parts and play accordingly. Today, a new player just gets a jumble of all 3 games, and this can create unintended confusion. You should keep this in mind. Okay, I will. And I know that someone in the Discord was saying that that we should have consideration for the order in which we do the ages, and that's not really considered by the community hinting or spoilering. It's more just like trying to bring the game a little bit more in line with the original experience. Did they ever sell real journey cloths as merch? That would be an amazing idea if they didn't. Okay, we don't have one on the back of that door, so let's come back down, close this door, open the other one, and see if it's on this door. Oh, right, yes. It was Dodo Sevenger that pasted that. That's true. We have Grandmaster Disaster in the chat. First time chatter. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming and joining us and chatting with us on stream today. Oh no! I thought that would get us onto the ladder, but it did not. Okay, never mind. Good thing we're not in a rush on this game, right? Oh yes, oh, the doors opening and closing sounds like an Atrus quote. Fair enough, fair enough. Maybe we should have a little competition in the chat. Who can phrase their chat most like as if it were coming from Atrus? He does have a very particular way of speaking, doesn't he? Same reason you want to stream, Darkflow. Yeah, it's definitely a real thing, right? Because it definitely encourages you to sort of take your time with these things and yeah, and really kind of appreciate the time that you're spending with the games. And actually, do you know what? Like, spending the time with the people that also really love these games, right? That are there you go, there's the sign on the back. That are all really invested with these games. It changes your own experience of playing these games, you know? Absolutely it does. You've completed my Myst 1 to 4 playthroughs and you've just finished the abduction videos yesterday. Oh, wow. Excellent. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you so much for watching all of those. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, like so many of you have been with me on this journey for such a long time now. Obviously, Riven was the first one we streamed. Myst we did straight to the YouTube, but it's been really nice spending Sunday mornings hanging out with you guys and working through all of these games. Here we go. We're ready for the tree. The legendary Spiper from every Myst playthrough. Spiper is certainly he's one of our longest standing chatters on the stream. Absolutely. Here we go, into the tree. I don't know if I've gotten the stars in Braid ever if I hadn't streamed the game. I think that's... yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough. As Atrus, I need to go to insert reason here. This this game has everything you need. Oh, right, okay, no, we need to be pressing down. Sorry, I thought we triggered a cutscene there, but no, we're just on a ladder. We just couldn't see ourselves. Here we go. On to Akavir. No, not Akavir. Akavir's Elder Scrolls. Kavir. There we go. Oh, hey. We have a linking book. Well, okay. No, more like a linking pamphlet, and we're just putting it in our pocket. Wait, what? We can't take the linking pamphlet with us. Huh? This is definitely not Kavir. We've presumably been stepping on Keita's grave, which is unmarked. Oh, shoot, yeah. No, wait, no. Keita's grave is up by the volcano, isn't it? Not sure. Not sure. Right, we've got more hand symbols. Presumably these are not... Oh, no. These are totally going to open, and they all have ages in them. They do all have ages in them. Okay, well we're gonna explore this first before we go off onto random other ages. Are they retconning how linking pamphlets work, or is that pamphlet different to other linking books? I don't know. And we also have a library. Excellent. Excellent. Welcome to Audiobook Adventures, my friends. Welcome. We are going... Oh, blimey. Oh! Oh, look at these symbols. These are all linking books. Are these... Are we going to fill out all of these ages? Surely not. That would make this like the largest Myst game ever. What happened? Oh! We can change our appearance. Okay, yes, that makes sense because it's a wardrobe. Right, so this is our hub world. Right, this is our Myst Island. It's not as nice looking as the original Myst Island. Wait, no. So this can't actually be... No, this isn't the actual island of Myst, but it's sort of similar thematically, I suppose. Okay, we've got trees that we can't get past, but we have a little path that leads to them. Filling out all of those books was the intention of URU Live. Yeah, mystlike. How is it that... Do we have guardrails here? Can we jump into the expanse there? I don't know. In a way, I kind of don't trust this because I know we don't have guardrails in a lot of different things. How do we save the game? That's a question to ask. Right. You can fall off. Yes, try it. No. Hang on. Okay, no. Don't troll me. What happens if we do jump off? What happens if we do jump off? Do we respawn, or is it like a game over? Is that canonical ending then? I'm not jumping off. Just do it. You can fall off, yes. Like you said on the Discord, URU is all autosave. Okay, go on then. Right. Let's try it. What? Oh, that sounds like we're linking back. Oh, our character smashes their linking pamphlet and we come back. That's clever. Although where we've linked back to is not where we linked in. So, slight continuity error there, because, well, unless the linking pamphlet works differently, I suppose. That's... Emergency link. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. That's cool. That's kind of like Atrus jumping off the... kind of like Atrus jumping off Spire and then linking on his way down. Okay, audiobook adventures, guys. Settle in. This appears to be... Oh, that's a Riven number. That's a Riven number for 1, I believe. Yes. Teledahn? Can you do the hints for these books? Yes, go for it, right? So these books should be read in a particular order, I presume. Oh, Wade7 to subscribe for 3 months. Oh, subscribed at tier 1 for 3 months in advance. Thank you so much, Wade7. That's so nice. Thank you. Oh, excellent, excellent. Yes, Dark Fair, it must work differently, given that the pamphlet links with you. Absolutely. So read these at the top, save the ones at the bottom. Okay. Okay. As far as you understand, they introduced this one linking book breaks all the normal rules for gameplay purposes. The rules are still supposed to apply in other cases. Well, I mean, there is clearly something different about this pamphlet, right? So maybe there's a way of writing linking books that link with you, and Yeesha discovered it. Or maybe Catherine discovered it. But, like, you know, maybe Atrus doesn't know how to write linking books like that. But Catherine just, like, added a little open parenthesis, and the book comes with you, close bracket, in Denis. And then that's just how that works. Okay. The truth of a man is found in the darkness beneath the surface. Some light might reveal only what some men want to be seen. And that is by a person, Book 9, Entry 221. Uru has some great journals. I'm definitely going to have some fun with it. Ah, good, good, good. This, I believe this is telling me which order to do these ages in, right? So we've got Mushroom Age, we've got Mountain and Illuminati Eye Age, we've got the laws contributed by the Proud One are their security and their undoing. Such laws make disobedience a virtue and obedience a sin. Right, so we're getting symbol for ages and then an explanation of the ages. Only the way a man is when he is hidden is how he is. A shallow glimpse can deceive. Look deep, ponder and recognize all that is hidden. Eden Remo and Ida Giza. When all is taken from one, the only hope that remains is what is given by another. Though through this giving both are redeemed. And that is the end of that book. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 ages, 4 pedestals outside of here, yeah? Agora and Beren. There were some who came here thinking they could build the tree, but only a dead tree is built. Life cannot be assembled from remains. And now these builders are gone. What has happened to them? Are they now part of the remains, or have they become part of the tree? For the tree does grow, the great cavern breathes voices in places in the great void. The called continue their journey here, building on growing. Building or growing it is their choice. One new book, given to open up paths in the cavern, given to open up the origin, given to open up a glimpse of the future. Hashtag deep. I really love that quote. Only a dead tree is built. Oh. I'm going to be thinking about that for the rest of the day. Only a dead tree is built. Okay. Right. So we have got 2 ages in there already. And we've got 4 ages out here. I presume these 4 ages are the intended starting point, not the 2 ages inside the library. So let's open these up. We should do these 4 first. Yes, okay. So there's Fish Age. That one is what do we got on top of the pedestal here? Hard to see. Is that looks like Mushroom Age, or it might be like Tree Age. So this is Mountain Age, is it? No, that looks like Mushroom Age. Okay. Let's pick this one. The symbols on top of the books show if they're main game or DLC, like above them on the shelves. Okay, right. I see, that's good to know. Okay, let's check out our first age of the game. Well, I suppose technically our third age, right? Darkflow, thank you very much for coming along to the stream. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your weekend. Oh, Mushroom Age. Everett, yes, have a great sleep. You're open that you dislike Uru overall, but you hope I like it. Thank you. And I think that's a very balanced way of approaching pretty much anything you don't like, really, isn't it? Yeah. No, thank you. Okay. Is there anything in here that can be interacted with? We have got a sheet of paper. We have got a writing desk. Nothing interactable so far. Let's have a little look out here. So we're in some sort of underground cavern with presumably mushroom spores coming down. We are not as jacked as the stranger. Unfortunately, no. Right, so there's 7 of these to find in each age. Oh, and that one goes orange. I mean, you know, yeah, this game does have good aesthetics, right? You kind of got to put your head in the mind space of this is the first 3D Myst game, right? And what year did this come out? Because this was early 2000s as well, right? In fact, this came out slightly before Myst 4, which, to be honest, like this one was slightly before Myst 4. And that makes the fact that Yeesha appears in this all the more slightly baffling. So, yeah, 2003, 2004, right? Oh, wow. Do you know what? This is like strong Morrowind vibes, isn't it? This is strong Morrowind vibes. And Morrowind was also a game of the same generation. Little volume warning here. Okay. So those on YouTube in the future, watch out for your ears. Okay, we've got a lever here. Disappointingly banal. But yeah, I mean, the idea of, like, if you were a fan of Myst 20 years ago, and the 5th game is now fully 3D, oh, that would be hype, right? It's kind of almost like this doesn't have power still again. I don't know. Should we try the big glowing button? Ah! Hang on a minute. Right, we're gonna need to look back. All right. Yes, these are all the games. These are all the games that we've played. Where is Riven? Riven's gonna no. Here's Riven. Right, where's our numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is that? It's like a K. It's a 4, isn't it? It's a 4, okay. Yeah, I have all of this as just one big thing. Yeah. So it's I don't have a good reason for that, except for the fact... Oh, that's 0. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a 3. Yes, because that's 5, of course, isn't it? I don't have a good reason for that, except for the fact that it means that I don't have to change the name of the browser source whenever I'm playing a different game. It does just make it somewhat more convenient. And you know what? I don't know how Miro does it. Sponsor me, please. But somehow it can just have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of screenshots in it, and it never seems to lag. So, like, I'll just keep adding to it until I start getting appreciable slowdown. Then I'll probably just do a mass delete of everything that's like a year old or more. At some point we should spend an episode just browsing through these notes. Do you know what? That could be a fun stream, couldn't it? We'll make it a just chatting stream, like a retrospective of everything we've done since we started the channel. Because the earliest stuff on there, well, like the actual earliest stuff on there is actually my notes from Tunic, which, I mean, I've said for ages that I wanted to make a video about Tunic and the Tunic language and what an amazing puzzle that was. But, you know, like creating long form videos is... Yeah, okay. It's not really doing very much there at all. Creating long-form videos takes a disproportionately larger amount of time than recording content, effectively. And this is the part of streaming and let's playing on YouTube that I actually enjoy, you know? So it's kind of like I enjoy making other videos as well, but like it's definitely a lot more work. So the investment compared to the payoff is like it's quite out of sync with the rest of your other options. Now I'm sort of second guessing myself. Were these lamps always lit? I think they must have been, right? So we've got 3 levers we can pull. Yeah, okay, so this is some kind of viewing port, right? Because that's a sort of pan left and right, and this will be like a pan up and down, I imagine, but it's not got anything to show. So it's some sort of periscope. Yes? There's a periscope looking downwards into something. Well, what happens if we pull all of these? No, wait. It was already in the forward position. Let's move all of them into the back position. That feels more like it's releasing something than it is engaging something, though. Because the oh no! Oh, we can't push that one. So we can push 2 of these, but this one, not so much. I wonder why that is. Now we also have... No, these arms are not interactable. So the one that's stuck goes round through that big piece of rock there. Hang on, wait. Which rock's it going through? I thought it was going through that rock. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. It's coming out the bottom of that rock. And it's going up there. And we've got a slack. We've got a slack wire there. Interesting. Interesting, okay. So someone set up a thing here. So it's like... It's like this age was sort of formally populated, but there's now like no one here. So what is this device then? Oh. I did not intend to do that, but okay. We are in the bucket. Okay. We have Blazing Fernie has joined us. Hello, hello. Return of the Riven Notes. After all these games, we should all jump into URU and share stories. That would be interesting. I would be interested to see how the online version of URU kind of differs from this experience. I tell you what, this experience so far is like... This is kind of a little bit oblique as to what we're trying to do straight off the bat. We've got buckets that go down these lines. So we're trying to get these lines running again, right? And then we can jump in a bucket and ride it to the top, I guess. We've got Sponsum in the chat. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. None of your friends have played the Myst games. The thing that I have learned to try and appreciate is that these are very specific genre games, aren't they, right? So like I'm pretty sure most of the people I know IRL not only haven't played these games, but most of them just wouldn't enjoy them, to be honest. I think it's a very specific crowd of people for these games. Can I jump on the table? No. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great idea. I mean, I will obviously forego attending initially myself whilst we play through the single player one. But yeah, if you guys want to organise something on the Discord to hang out on URU Online, absolutely feel free. I will set up a channel for you guys. And here's the thing, right? We also don't have a linking book to link us back to our home hub. So we're stuck until we find whatever it is we're supposed to do, or a linking book out of here to try a different age, but how we get the buckets going? It's got to be something to do with the fact that this isn't moving, right? Move your mouse to the bottom, or there is a key for it. Oh, right. Oh, yes, right. We can always link back to the hub world. I see. We can always link back to the hub world. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, we'll be wrapping up the stream in about 15 minutes' time. So, what we'll say is that if we don't have anything done in, like, within the next 15 minutes... I'm assuming it's not a timed puzzle. Or maybe... Maybe you need to set that going and then jump in the bucket whilst it's going. There's something very kind of final about dun-dun, as he's like, as he kind of just like hurls himself into the bucket. It's kind of unintentionally funny, I think. I am more than close to not being stuck. Thank you for that. These games are always, though, you're always on a knife edge, right? I always say that, oh, wait a minute. This has got like half a symbol on it of some kind. Now maybe pulling that, because it's connected to the same lever that's stuck. So let's try the lever in both orientations of that thing. So that's pulling it so that it's clicking. So let's try that lever this way. Yeah, I'm close to not being stuck. The, you know, playing puzzle games blind is... It's a pretty... I don't want to say the word extreme, because it's not extreme at all. But you are definitely kind of signing yourself up to being visibly stuck and confused to a live audience, you know? Which is a very different streaming and Let's Play experience to playing something like, you know, a Metroidvania or a first-person shooter or a Zelda game or something like that, right? But this is also one of the reasons why I also play Metroidvanias on the channel, right? Because when we're playing something like Hollow Knight, and incidentally, spoiler alert, we're completing our 112% playthrough of Hollow Knight today. Today is the final episode of that 112% playthrough. 55 episodes long. It's had an absolute blast playing it. It was so good. But it's not cognitively taxing in the same way that playing a puzzle video game is, right? Because like when I've played a session of Myst or of Siberia or something like that, it's like, whoa, man, you feel it afterwards. You feel tired. Whereas something like Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisps, or which we've just started on Mondays, or Hollow Knight, like I can play several episodes of that in a day, you know. Whereas I find it hard to play more than one episode of Siberia at a time, comparatively. Again, I didn't mean to jump into the bucket there. That was... the bucket sucked me in. Whilst we're in here, though, is there anything else we can interact with in the bucket? It doesn't look like it. Everyone who has played this has been sitting in front of the monitor silently screaming. Ah! Oh dear. Is it that obvious? Man. And considering we literally just came off the back of Myst 4 being like, oh yeah, the puzzle was just to talk to the people all along. Have you tried talking to all of the people yet? You started off streaming by playing through the Myst series too. Oh, that's great, Star Shadow X2. What are you streaming at the moment? See, the engaged position is how these started. And I've never come across a puzzle yet where the puzzle solution was, no, don't fiddle with it. Just leave it how it was when it started. And there's no 3D shenanigans along the lines of, no, you got to pull it from the other side or anything like that. So weird. So weird. Yeah. Well, the thing is, when you come back to actually then doing the looking through the Let's Play and so on, it means that the stuff that you get really quickly, like the lights out game in Myst 4, or some of the other puzzles where we've just kind of got it immediately, those are like 1 minute of the playthrough. But the puzzles that you get stuck on can be like a whole episode. Riven episode 10, we spent the entire episode being stuck. And so yeah, like literally you could pretty much just about skip from episode 9 to episode 11 and you haven't missed anything. Because we really didn't do very much except get killed by Gehn a bunch of times. Hey, I mean, you know, sometimes we get lucky, right? Sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes the boiler room drains itself and we didn't know what we did to do it. So, there we go, right? Like, what? Do I remember looking up the Denis number in your note? Yes, I did. Yeah, it's the number 3. Have you just got to press it 3 times? Is that the puzzle? That's dirty. That's dirty. That's a dirty puzzle, that is. Do you know what? Is this the first game that is this the first Myst game that effectively relies on your outside understanding of the Denis numbering system? Like, I know that yes, we had that book in the hub world which had the numbers on the pages, but you'd have to be paying attention pretty hard to be knowing that those were numbers. How often did I press the button? Okay, what are we looking at? What are we looking at here? It was partway through Riven that you first happened across us all. Ah, yes, no, I remember. You joined in something like Riven episode 4 or 5, something like that. Oh, that looks like a target, does it not? We've also got the sun coming round in reflection. No, the sun is literally just barreling through the sky at an incredible speed. Okay, what are we looking for? Okay, well that's the bottom there. Ah, we can make it go faster. Interesting. What are we looking for? Well, now that we have it up there... No, you still can't engage that. Interesting. Okay. So as that thing spins round, does... Oh, it still spins even if we let it go. What was that? Something just made a noise. Did you hear it? Am I hearing things? Really? Huh. I thought I heard something. It's like, no, you're hearing things. That's not a very nice thing to say. You make me second guess it. So it was just rotating round like this, wasn't it? Is it the sun? Is it the sun? You need to track the sun. Oh my god, it's a solar dish, isn't it? It's a solar dish. That's what it will be. Come on, here we go. The sun's nearly here now. Repeats volume warning. Okay. That is a bit loud. But alright. We'll probably move away from that. Can we now activate this? No, but that was a different animation to before. Okay, we'll move away from the giant machine. Well, so now that we've got power, does this now activate? I don't know. The Myst montage of spinning things. Tiny trains in the chat! We're here! We're going! We're on our way! Oh, this is very much a tiny train. 100%. Oh, it was full of water. Grim. Excellent, excellent. Well, this is an ideal place to end the stream today. If you're watching on YouTube in the future and you want to see more of this URU Complete Chronicles live playthrough. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a great rest of the week. See you soon. Bye for now. Okay, for those of us on Twitch,